guys, Jason from Outdoor Adventures. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm up here today at Oil Creek State Park, and it is a absolutely gorgeous day, and I am going to complete the 36-mile Gerard Hiking Trail Backpackers Loop. We are right here at Oil Creek's main office, and we're going to walk up this 5-mile stretch to Cow Run shelter site. Tomorrow we're going to wake up early and hike 15 miles around Oil Creek and hit the Wolf Keel Run shelter site. And on Sunday I'm going to, hopefully, as long as my body holds up for it, hike the entire 16 miles back out to the main office. So this should be a great trip. All right, let's begin our adventure. Looking forward to this for a while now. It's been a crazy week at work, and it'd be nice to spend a weekend without having to deal with anything. Make my own schedule, do my own thing. Cow Run will be our first shelter destination, and I'm packed a little heavy today, and there's two reasons for that. You're never going to progress as a hiker if you don't step out of your comfort zone every once in a while. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and I actually have brought, instead of a tent, I am trying this hammock shelter experience. And I tested it out once in my backyard, and I actually slept better than I did in my tent. I actually slept better than I have in my bed. So I'm really looking forward to that. And second, brought a lot more food with me this time than I usually do. Because this is such a long trip, I don't want to run out of energy. I have a lot of extra time. May as well go check out the scenic overlook, see what it's all about. That is pretty freaking beautiful, guys. Look at that. Wow. We'll be hiking on the other side of that tomorrow. It's a little after 7 o'clock on Friday, July 11th, 2014. And I'm taking my time today because I can. Tomorrow I'll be pushing through, as well as Sunday when we get back out of here. And today is going to be the nice, easy day. I've already had dinner, so I don't have to worry about that extra food weight. Like I said, my pack is definitely heavier than it was. I'll be trying a couple things today, namely the hammock. We'll also be trying out a sleeping bag liner from Sea to Summit, the Thermalite, which I'm pretty skeptical of sleeping bag liners. They say you can use it as a summer bag, but I don't know. The material feels very flimsy. You can see through it. I'm not sure how much warmth it's actually going to provide, but I'll test it out for you guys, and I'll give you an honest review tomorrow morning, I guess. All the little streams around Oil Creek are labeled for the most part, and that helps a great deal with trying to figure out where you are on the map in relationship to where you're trying to get. Now, it's not the Laurel Highlands where they actually mark each mile marker, but it's basically the same thing. In many ways, Oil Creek is very similar to Laurel Highlands. The shelters are set up exactly the same. I believe they have chopped wood ready to go for you. So I have my saw this time with me, just because I don't know how Cow Run is set up. Coming up on Cow Run. There it is. Cow Run. Shelter should be just up ahead. Alright, we made it to the shelter. This is where we're going, but let me show you guys the shelters in Cow Run. Now there's 6 shelters at each site at Oil Creek, and then a communal fire pit. Sorry, buddy. So, here's the water facility. sure I'm not walking upon somebody's shelter. All right. So this is one of the shelters. You got a couple shelves, and you have a nice little fireplace and chimney. Very nice. Tent sites really aren't really labeled that well. You know, Wolfkill has them labeled, but oh wow, it's pretty nice. It's nice and open. Okay, we got the hammock set up. Got the bug net on. Let's take a look inside here. Alrighty. There it is. And we'll look at it better whenever it's daylight, but looks good so far. I'm liking it. Anyway, let's get this fire going. Glad I don't have to saw any wood today too. So let's get this set up. Got a pretty nice fire going, I must say. It's gonna be a good night. A brief history lesson about Oil Creek. This area used to be a boom town. 1859, Colonel Edwin Drake, I believe his name was, struck oil at a depth of like 69, 70 feet. And you know, this place really blew up pretty much. They used to transport, you know, barrels upon barrels of oil in barges along Oil Creek, and this was the happening place to be. This was one of the first commercial oil wells in the United States, and you can read all about the history in the Oil Creek pamphlet at the park. You can also take I think it's 10 miles of bike trail, and along the trail they actually have these little stations that tells you about the historic monuments you see along the way, and you know, a brief history about the park. Now there are, you know, dried up, abandoned oil wells scattered throughout the trails that we're going to be scattered throughout the Gerard Trail and all over these hills. I mean, there's pipes, and, abandoned wells, mines, everything's around here, and we'll take a look at some of them tomorrow if I come across them on the trail. And this is a very historic place, guys, and it's really cool to know that history coming into here. So. Well, I think I will chillax the rest of the night, enjoy my fire. I got enough wood to last me a very long time. And it's a very quiet night. I'm actually here alone at Cow Run. And, man, who knows, maybe tomorrow somebody will be up at the tent site at Wolfkill. And we'll have a conversation, share some stories, whatever. But I'm going to chill for the rest of the night, and I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's about 5:30, and I don't want to get up, but I have to eat some breakfast. Actually, put my food in this bear box last night.
Alright guys, let's hit it. We got 15 miles today. The hammock worked out excellent last night. I did wake up at about 3 a.m. and found that my feet were way higher than my head. Got up and readjusted one of the straps, and I slept all night after that. I was actually laying in there last night and I was like, there's no way I'm not going to be sore today sleeping in this thing. But I feel better than I do sleeping on the ground on a sleeping pad in a tent. So I'm liking it so far. I did not have a chance to try out the Sea to Summit Thermolite sleeping bag liner. They claim it's supposed to be really good for summer weather, but this is more like fall weather, which with 100% humidity. It's like 60 degrees, and it was a little chilly, so just snuggled up in my sleeping bag. But with the humidity, it was actually, you could feel the moisture all around you, and that was starting to make me a little cold. So tonight we'll try it out. It's supposed to be a little less humid. Might even rain tonight. There was a 40% chance when I looked on Friday. And I'll give you my honest review maybe tomorrow morning. Hello, Mr. Deer. Hey, deer. Just met a couple heading up to the falls. They borrowed some bug spray. They were getting pretty bit up. But man, trail people, they're the nicest people you could ever meet. And I really enjoy sharing stories. They said they were up at the Adirondacks a couple months ago. And hey, good for them. They look to be in their maybe 60s, I'd say. But very nice people. Another reason why I enjoy coming out here, just to talk to people doing the same thing as me, just enjoying the sights, enjoying the sounds, getting out to nature. It's really nice. Here's where we started, where my thumb is, and Jones Run is where we're at up here. So we're making pretty good time. I can't complain. I'm gonna filter some water and take a little 15-minute break. I've been on the trail about 2 hours. It's a little after 9:30, so it's a good time for a rest. So here I have an MSR, what's it called? A Microworks, I believe, Mini-Works, and to increase the longevity, and so it doesn't get clogged, I use a simple coffee filter and it acts as a pre-filter. Works out pretty well too. Remember what I was saying about abandoned oil wells? I mean, look at that. I mean, that is, look, I mean, that is a hole and a half. Whether it's one of the oil wells or not, I'm not sure, but that is definitely a big hole. Well, if that's not a little creepy. Huh. I bet those happen naturally. Yep. We're here at Bogton Falls. For reference, our tent site was way over here. Or our hammock site was way over here. So instead of having lunch, I decided to compromise. Didn't feel like getting out the stove. So I just had some jerky and a power bar. Should get me through at least for a couple hours. But I'm thinking I'm going to be at camp way earlier than I expected. So, I mean, I was originally planning on 6:30, 7 o'clock. But I'm thinking it's going to be more of around 3 o'clock, 3:30. So we'll see if my pace keeps up, that's when I'll be there. But I am getting a little tired. So hopefully that power bar kicks in and gives me that extra amount of energy I need to get to camp. Makes me feel kind of small, doesn't it? And down the steps. There you go. Not sure exactly where I go now, but assuming I go over the train tracks. Here we go. I guess I'll keep going this way. There it is, Oil Creek. Alright. Lost there for a second. To get to this parking lot area, it's not really clearly marked. Just stay along the creek and you'll see a sign for it right next to the parking lot where you launch your kayaks. But there's definitely no blazes telling you where to get to it. I was walking around for a couple minutes before I figured out where it was. Probably around 1:30, and it's pretty much the hottest part of the day, so I am very, very tired, and I think my water supply is actually running low. So the next big stream I cross, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of filtering, take care of a blister that's forming on my foot. Wow, I'm actually a lot closer to camp than I thought I was. 2.5 miles to camp. That's great news. Just like that, you get all your energy back. That's a good thing. I need to probably stop at this stream if I can, because I just ran out of water in my bladder. So, all I have is about 8 ounces of water, backup water, in the Nalgene. Actually, this looks like a great spot. Alright, we finally made it. Now we're just going to walk up to the tent sites, which is along the road past the restrooms. I sprayed this off stuff, the insect repellent on my back, and my back is like burning. I don't know if it's like just because I'm sweating, or if I shouldn't be spraying it on my clothes. I'm not really sure. Looks like there's the wood pile over there. And this way to tents. We made it. So final Fitbit numbers. 18.91 miles. 4,000 calories burned. At 3:30 we got to camp. We took 43,729 steps and we climbed 239 flights of stairs. Wow. So I think I'm gonna go right over here on this tree and that tree with the hammock. First, I'm gonna chill the heck out and get my body temperature back down to normal. I am beat. I'm excited over ramen noodles. Wow. This is gonna be good. All in all, great hike so far. Got my hammock set up. And I took like, right after them ramen, I took like a 10-minute power nap and I got like revived. And I was able to function like a normal human being, which is great, because I definitely needed that. I thought I was going to have to go to bed like by 4, and I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy my night tonight. It's a little cloudy tonight, but it was cloudy last night too, so probably no stars again. But gotta work on my fire. So let me show you my charging solution that I have for camping. This right here is an Anchor external battery, which is 12,000 milliamps. And then I got, since my camera can't charge USB for some dumb reason, I bought a Nikon compatible external charger that runs off USB. So there's 3 smart USB ports, up to 5 volts, 2 amps, and this thing senses what's plugged into it and simply charges your battery. And it lasts a really long time. I really like it. I have no complaints. It comes with this nice little stuff sack, and it's been great. I mean, it's a little heavy at 10 ounces, but it definitely has enough battery power to charge all your devices multiple times. So pick one of these up. I think they're about 45 bucks on Amazon. They're really nice. Alright, today on the menu is my favorite,
beef stroganoff with noodles.
Delicious. Well guys, that'll just about do it for me. One more day and I can say I've completed the 36-mile Gerard Trail loop. So, it's a little after 10 o'clock. I know it's early, but I'm gonna hit the hay. Try out that sleeping bag liner that I'm so skeptical of. Hope it works because I'm gonna use it as a blanket tonight. It'd be nice if I didn't have to unpack my sleeping bag and pack it back up tomorrow. So, I'm hoping that liner works. Anyway guys, good night, and I will see you in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. There you're able to tell from my high spirits, but I slept great last night. I only woke up once, and slept got 7 hours of sleep. I'm freaking ready to go. Just heating up some oatmeal, making some coffee. Fire's still going, so can't beat that. I'm gonna take down camp and we'll get out of here.
It's not really like rain and all, but not when I was ready to leave. And literally, I woke up, made breakfast, started packing up, and it started raining, and it is absolutely downpouring. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. I might try to wait it out for a little bit, or I might just gung-ho it and get the hell out of here. Because it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. Alright, can't wait around all day, so let's get going. And it's really foggy this morning. The rain has slowed to a crawl. Most of the water coming down are the rain droplets that have accumulated on the leaves. So I opted for no rain gear right now. I think it's heavy, I'll just stop and put it on, but not a big deal. Well, that woke me up. That was absolutely crazy hill. It felt like about 400 feet or so, like a 1/16 of a mile. Finally level. Wow. I am soaking wet now. Oh, that's wonderful, ain't it? Wow. That is awesome. Check this out, guys. Oh, this doesn't do it justice. Let's just say the stream is right here. There's fog flowing up the mountain, and let's see if it zooms in on it. And the tree line, you see the fog? But oh wow, that's where we came from. We were completely at the bottom of that hill, so you can see how far I came up. Wow. I'm gonna get a picture. Alright. Oh good, there's another one. Okay. Forgot to give my review on the sleeping bag liner from Sea to Summit this morning. Long story short, I'm gonna be returning it. I don't think it's worth it. It's really hard to get into, and it doesn't provide that much more warmth. Go with some kind of cheap camping blanket or something, fleece, something. I think we are here. There's this road and a parking lot. So, pretty sure we're right here. Still have a ways to go though. And it's, my map is pretty soaked just from the humidity. It's one of the, I guess one of the oil wells. Or just a really, really big barrel. Not sure what that was used for. Very cool. We'll see how it goes. Sounds like it's really powerful, but I'm not getting that wet yet. Never mind, I lied. Alright. If it gets any worse than this, I'll put the rain cover on though. Hopefully it's just a passing storm. We'll go by real quick. It already sounds like it's dying out too. So, it's been the case like this all morning, but it hasn't rained this hard yet. Okay, that's too hard. Let's get some cover on. Alrighty, get back to it. I don't mind wearing rain gear, unless it's 150% humidity. But wow. So. Let's go check one out. Gotta be careful in here, because you never know what will collapse. I won't go inside, but I'll show you in there. Look at that. It has actually cooled down quite a bit out here, and it's great hiking weather again. I absolutely love this weather. Not too cold, not too hot. That's what it's all about. Still not sure where I am though. I think about a mile ago, I saw a sign for Petroleum Center, which is the main office, which is where I'm parked. And it said 3 miles, and it was pointing in the other direction. So I'm thinking we're on the last outside stretch. So we're actually going away from the office. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought at the last scenic overlook I saw the bridge that I used to drive over. But hey, I don't know. Alright, so this site was the farm of John Benninghoff, who became extremely wealthy when drillers discovered that oil could be produced from stony hillsides instead of only along flat creek side areas. In the fall of 1865, when the completed ocean well drilled on a steep hillside started producing 300 barrels a day. Wow. Oil opportunists descended on Benninghoff, wanting to lease his land. Benninghoff rented small lots at boom prices, plus 1/4 of the oil, and shortly a dozen wells were being drilled all over his 240-acre farm. He soon had an estimated income of $6,000 a day back in the 1860s. Holy cow. Is that a grave? No, can't be. Looks like it though. What does that say? Can't really read it. Looks like a gravestone. Yeah, it's a gravestone. Died 1820 something. And the other person 1826. Mary and Eliza. Rest in peace, guys. You know what? We're gonna check whatever this is out up here. This looks like a cemetery. Can't even read some of these. Most of these you can't. Most of these you can't even read. (1866). Died 1871. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, let me get back on that trail. It's an interesting find. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. You know, this hill reminds me of that place in Skyrim where you learn the voice. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it feels like about 10,000 steps. However many steps it was. At the top of this hill, if I am where I think I am, I'm gonna go right back down. Made it to the top of the mountain, and I was greeted by a rainstorm. What a crazy day. I had a little bit of everything. Oh, there's a pheasant, or a turkey, I mean. Where the hell are we going? This way. I might need to put my rain jacket on. See how the tree cover goes. I really don't care about getting wet at this point because I got a fresh change. I got a change of clothes in the trunk waiting for me. And better believe I'm putting that stuff on after this. The weather's still relatively cool. But that hill was a killer, man. Wow. Wow, it's really coming down now. Get it under some trees and get my rain gear on. Woo! This is what it's all about. Going crazy in the wild, man. This is awesome. Most people probably think I'm insane. No, this is fun. Alright, here we go. Let's get the rain gear on. You know, I was debating on whether to stop and set up the tarp and wait the storm out, but I got that urge that I just want to keep going and push myself through this. If this storm is anything like the last one, it'll be done in 15 minutes. And, you know, by the time I got done setting up the tarp, you know, it would be over. It'd be a waste. I just remembered I had my phone in my pocket. So I stopped for a second and threw it in a plastic bag with the toilet paper. And the back of it's soaked. Not soaked, but it's definitely wet. So hopefully that toilet paper will absorb all that moisture. And man, I'll tell you what, it's really coming down out here. I am debating on whether to put the shelter up because, I mean, you can see it's raining like cats and dogs right now. But I don't know, if I'm close to the car, it won't be worth it. So I don't know, I'm going to think about it for a little longer and I'll make my decision. I mean, the rain tarp's in the back pocket of my backpack. I can easily just put it up between two trees and call it a day. Maybe if I find a good set of trees, I'll end up doing that. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep walking and keep pushing. Look at all those wildflowers. It's pretty neat. Looks like it's slowing down finally. Just saw a hiker's sign-in box back there. So that might be a good thing. We might be closer than I thought. To see once we get down the mountain. Okay, just had to get another map. Unfortunately, I'm in this blood farm day use area, and they happen to have maps. So we are right here. Check out blood farm in 3/4 of a mile. Loop around here, follow the road, and I'm way up here. So I'm not where I thought I was. I thought I was a lot closer, but this makes more sense. So let's get back to it. Well, at least it stopped raining. Now, unfortunately, the bugs are back out. So, 3/4 of a mile away from Blood Farm. We'll check that out for a little bit. And I have no idea how far we are away from the car. Thought we were a lot closer. But I guess hiking in the rain takes longer, so whatever. We'll do it. Oh, so here's the central power station for all the oil wells on Blood Farm. That's kind of neat. Huh. So those are oil wells. Interesting. This is kind of neat. All except for the unmarked path on the side of the building that you had to find for yourself. This is cool. Man, the bugs are out in full force today. There are 4 oil producing wells on one farm, on one land. Said that Colonel Edwin, I can't remember his last name. He said that's where Colonel Edwin Drake first discovered that oil was here. So I just spent the past 20 minutes walking around Blood Farm trying to figure out why the map and the trail markers didn't make sense. Apparently they thought it was a good idea to mark the Blood Trail loop with yellow, as well as the Gerard Trail with yellow. So guys, make sure you keep Oil Creek on your left side whenever you come this way, if you're traveling the direction that I am. So hopefully I'm back on track now. I'm seeing blazes again, which is good. For a while there, I just went in a big loop, started going back to that main rest area, that day area. I don't know what they were thinking for that. He was like green or something, I don't know. Who knows, but my feet are definitely hurting now. Right, now we walk the road for a little bit and take the Route 8 bridge back to the Gerard Trail. Keep on keeping on. The nice relaxing outing in the woods I was hoping for. I guess I could just look this way. We're now crossing Oil Creek, and we're getting that much closer to the car. Okay, from that's Route 8 bridge. And over here is the Gerard Hiking Trail. A little confusing because the map says otherwise. It's Rind Farm. Okay, 3.8 miles to go. Wow, that's a long way. Off insect repellent, deep woods. Here's my review. It doesn't work. My competitive nature keeps pushing me forward, and that's probably not a good idea. I should actually take a break right now, but again, I don't want to. I'm too close for that. So I could probably keep going like this for days if I allowed myself a set number of breaks for a certain amount of time. You know, like every 2 hours, take a break. We just passed Rattlesnake Run, so we are on the home stretch here. Let's see. Another about 1 mile. I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to take a break, but I have to. I mean, there's no other way around it. I'm completely parched. So I'm going to filter a bottle of water real quick. Really? Really? I don't even know how I'm going to get over this thing. Jeez. Here. Hey guys, guess what? I think we did it. Oh, I just got all my energy back. Here's the sign for Friday. And that means I've done 36 miles, completed Oil Creek State Park. It's Gerard Hiking Trail. And it's only a quick quarter mile back to the car, if that. I'll tell you what, guys. I did have a lot of fun. I need to take more breaks. Trying to do 16 miles in one day without a break, that's just insane. This is probably one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my life. And I'm really glad I accomplished this milestone. Fitbit says 19 miles, 4,091 calories. At 2:30 p.m. we were almost out. And 43,943 steps and counting. 268 flights of stairs. Wow. Anyway guys, thanks so much for joining me. I always appreciate having some company along the way, and I can share my adventures with you. If you have any questions about Oil Creek or about any of the gear you saw used today, go ahead and comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. This is Jason, aka Frozen from Outdoor Adventures, reminding you to be smart, stay safe, and I'll see you on the trails.